roll call if Emma Francis wants to do that.
Okay, we're going to keep doing the thing where I just call it out. Okay, Senator Zairi. Here. Senator Irvin. Here. Senator King. Here. Senator Nettles. Here. Senator Lord. Here. Senator Cole. Here. Senator Fay. Here. Senator Hopkins. Here. Yeah. Sorry. Senator Egan. Here. Senator Hale. Senator Scott. Here. Senator Norris. Here. Senator Simple. Senator Laney. Senator Crawford. Here. Senator Smith. Here. Senator Thompson. Senator Connor. Here. Senator Yon. Here. Senator Parton. Here. Senator Poole. Here. Senator Troutman. Here. Senator Massey. Here. Senator Hilliard. Okay. Senator Jones. Senator Magruder. Here. Senator Burgess. Here. Senator Peter. Senator Parrish. Here. Senator Serrano. Senator Marino. Present. Senator Filorenzo.
Well done, Senators. All right, now we're going to move into the approval of the minutes. The minutes were sent out electronically last week. Are there any corrections to be made to the minutes? Seeing none, they are now marked as approved and corrected, and we will move into reports from our officers, beginning with the president.
All right, y'all. Hope everybody is having a good start of the week and had a good weekend. So, bot report, Board of Trustees. It was a good week. Missed a lot of classes, but it's worth it. It was a lot of fun. So we got a lot done. So exec goal update, the patio project went through BOT2 approval, so it needs one more stage of approval to move on to the construction phase. They've hired a contractor out of Birmingham, got to meet the lady that's over it. She was super nice, and she wanted our feedback and our input on what the project is actually going to look like and like the details to it, so I was super excited about that. And then also the pickleball bathrooms went through stage 3 approval, so that's going to go into the construction phase next. So that's happening, super exciting. It's the bathrooms, and then there's also like kind of like a satellite rec facility where people can check out pickleball paddles and tennis ball supplies and all that stuff. So really exciting stuff. That's going to be like, I don't really know what it's called, but it's like kind of it's an old dry cleaner that's next to the RO ports, if y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's super encouraging. Strategic plan went through the board and got approved. So they presented that, went really well. I'd encourage all of y'all to read the strategic plan, because the strategic plan is, usually strategic plans are around 5 years, and this is a 10-year strategic plan. So it's where we want to be in I think it's 2035. So I'd really encourage y'all to read that. It's very interesting, a lot of things going into that with different things. One of the most encouraging portions was the last portion that I really like, and it's talking about being authentically Auburn, that we need to stay the way we are as far as like being Auburn, like our brand, how we do things, and you know, that goes everything from like the Eagle flight to Sanford Hall and like everything that makes Auburn Auburn. We don't want to lose our identity. So it was really encouraging. It was a great board meeting. Looking forward to future projects with that, but if you have any questions, I'd love to talk to you about that. Mental health update, so that exec goal, the one about having a peer counseling class. We actually are interviewing a potential candidate who would be the program champion over that tomorrow. So really excited about that. Heard she's a great candidate, and we'll let y'all know about that. Printing update. Last report, I remember we were talking about the 33 new printers. Want to know any feedback y'all have on that. Has anybody printed recently, and how did it go?
It was great.
Great. Like, how great?
Really good.
Really good. Okay.
Yeah.
So easy?
Very
Okay.
simplistic.
Simplistic. That's what we're going for. Anybody else? Yeah.
Well, I was not
just stopped?
Yeah.
How did you print?
Like,
Was it web print or was it mobility?
it was web print.
Okay.
And I tried that, and then it printed like half the paper, and it just didn't print the rest of it.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
I don't know. It might have just been the printer.
Could have been the printer. Could have just been maintenance stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's good to know though. Anytime you'll have something happen like that where like a printer is down, like text me or Thomas about that, because that's like the kind of stuff that we want to be like making sure that we're getting that feedback in so they can get those printers back up and running. So yeah.
Pretty good. It's my first time using it in like a year, and so it's pretty quick and easy to mess with like stuff that was like included in a minute. So
Yeah. Okay, good.
I did spend $20 putting off like a packet that I have for class. It'd be awesome if my title free money could
Mm.
Nice job.
The fake money, yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. That's good to know. What would y'all think? Okay, so right now it's like we're printing one way. It's like you're gonna keep loading money. Would it be better if there was like a built-in balance, or would it be better just like adding money the whole time? If that makes sense.
I like the added money.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Also, another update with printing, they're moving to a new environment, which, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not an IT person. The way they explained it, I mean, they explained it great, but my brain doesn't work that way. But basically how I understood it is like the Tiger print and the web print and all the mobility print has like this like base system that it goes off of that's outdated. I don't know, y'all probably seen the web print, like the website looks a little outdated. Like that's what we're talking about. And so that whole environment is gonna change soon. Keep y'all updated with that, but that's gonna be a huge opportunity for us, and especially y'all, to be able to help people out with that new environment, because it might look a little bit different, there might be some different buttons with stuff. That's a great way we can use our voice and help out the student body. So Miss Auburn panel on Wednesday at 4. Thanks for correcting that. The last on cabinet, I said it was tomorrow, and it's not. But I really encourage y'all to come. The panel is gonna be about interview prep. It's with myself, Abby Stockard, who's Miss Alabama. It's with Dr. Cam, who's over the med clinic, and John Wagner, and I think one other panelist. Yes, that's right. She's awesome. So it's gonna be a really good time. If y'all don't know those people, they're both very professional, and especially like Dr. Cam and Mr. Wagner, they're awesome, and they're really funny. So it should be very entertaining too. So we're gonna be talking about interview prep, just some like freshman year experience stuff, and would love to have y'all there and support. The Miss Auburn team's been working really hard on this, so it'd be great to support her and her team. So that's all I got. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Jack. Now report from the treasurer.
Hey y'all, hope y'all had a good weekend. Budget hearings are last week, so those are waiting approval. And then ring week is next week. If you're junior, you can get a ring. We've got a new one for guys. Hoping that has solid feedback. It's a signet ring. I like it a lot. And then we're moving ahead with that partnership with UBS. Right now, it's going to be primarily for seniors, and we're going to see what the engagement looks like with that. We're going to try to market it well so that seniors can put it's really all their investment accounts. You can put all of your checking accounts, and then it's going to have a lot of market news as well. So we're hoping that'll have some solid reception. And then we're working on a way to encourage and educate students on investing. So just stay tuned for that. I'm looking at some things with some administration, and then that last thing's on there because I didn't know if I was going to be here. But thank y'all.
Thanks, Will. Now report from the EVP of Outreach.
Hope y'all had a good Monday. Hope y'all had a good weekend despite how the football game may have gone. Hope y'all's test week's coming up go well. But for me, so not a whole lot new from last week, but the new Auburn Answers website is almost completed. Come to me if y'all have any input on that. Mocha's with the Mayor is a week from today from 8 to 10. come out. He's going to be on the concourse. It's going to be awesome. Give him any feedback you have about City of Auburn. Also, just come hang out. He's a cool guy. I'd like to see you there. Hay Day is October 16th, so keep that on your minds. And then Auburn 2040, if you're on one of those committees, let me know how it's going. I know our committee's going great. We're having a lot of fun, but also definitely doing some good. Hopefully, having some good, getting some good impact on how we would like to see Auburn in the year 2040. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank y'all.
Thanks, George. Now welcome to the staff.
Hey everyone. Okay, so form applications closed last week, and first round interviews will start next week. So we're really excited about that. And then the first stages of redoing the SGA website have started, which we're really excited about. I know y'all probably noticed it's a little outdated, so that's gonna be exciting. With elections this week, make sure y'all are encouraging all the candidates and teams. I know a lot of y'all are probably on elections, so that's super exciting, but they've obviously put so much work into this, so just making sure you're encouraging everyone to vote and just encouraging them, because I know their energy levels might be a little lower. And then finally, I voted stickers. They'll be being passed out on Friday, so make sure you tell other students that have voted to go up to those stations and show proof that they voted so they can get that. And then finally, this is super important, so please make note of this, but if you've been an SGA before, I'm sure you've been to this before, but we're having all SGA pictures next week, Monday, September 16th at 5:30. So that'll be like all of Senate takes the picture, all of cabinet, and those sort of things. Attire's business professional, so if y'all could get here a few minutes before y'all's meeting, that would be awesome. And yeah, that's all.
Thanks for Stan. Now report from the EVP of Initiatives.
Hey y'all, hope y'all had a great week despite the disappointing loss. So first off, had my Student Center monthly meeting this week. So just wanted to share some main points with y'all from that, so y'all can inform students that may be asking. So first off, the video wall, traditions wall, exhibits, and other ongoing projects are being pushed to completion by the first week of October. So that should be rolling out pretty soon. That's really exciting. Copiers and printers throughout the Student Center are all updated, like Jack kind of mentioned earlier. The Business Center renovations will begin in December after classes end, and they will also be completed before students come back in January. So that's very exciting as well. And then Foil on the Fly, I actually asked about that, and essentially they haven't started marketing it because they wanted to test run it the first couple of weeks, so they're about to start pushing that out and hoping that more students show up to that. So, and next, started a facilities reoccurring meeting with the new VP of Facilities. Just hoping to have student input, student voice in those discussions about new buildings on campus and projects. Thirdly, we had the Stripe Stadium initiative, was on call for that today. And essentially during the Arkansas game, we're gonna have the stadium striped with orange and blue in different sections. So if y'all are in block seating or in the student section, just talk to people around y'all and just coordinate those colors and just see and try to get the students in the right place for that and buy into that. And then Friday, I'm meeting with Clay Rithmall to talk about getting printing on the Auburn app, just what that would look like to increase that. Has anybody else received any printing feedback recently? I know Jack kind of already covered a lot of it, but anything else before we wrap that up for today? All right, thank y'all.
Thanks, Thomas. Now we're going to move into committee reports, beginning with academic affairs.
Marina Education, hey y'all, hope y'all have had a great Monday so far, a great weekend, besides all the moving, but it's fine. Not much from academic affairs. Anna and I have our meeting with the College of Education's Student Council tomorrow night, which will be super fun. And I also got the opportunity to introduce myself to the Dean of the College of Education today at my Auburn 2040 meeting, which was so awesome. He's super chill. But also happening this week, some members of my committee are meeting with the cabinet side of academic affairs to talk about a potential MCAT and DAT prep course. So we're going to kind of get that ball rolling again like they did last year. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Joby. Now a report from Budget and Finance.
Hi everybody, in the business, hope you've all had a good week. Last Thursday we had the final budget hearing, and it was great. We were able to balance the budget. We had to cut like north of like 425 grand, so it was a good time. We cut it all. All props to my people, Jada and Olivia and Jonathan and Luke Troutman and Colin Hale and Caroline Cole. Yeah. We will be writing legislation this week, and then it will come as a future order for next week. That's all for me. Thank y'all. Where are you?
Thank you, Carter. Next, we're going to have a report from Code of Laws.
Yeah, on CLA. Ethan's in Memphis for a optometry school interview, so if y'all see him, good luck on that process, because that's pretty hard. Code of Laws, like we already had that long conversation about academics policy, so I won't get into that. But if y'all have any questions, if y'all do want to be a part of that, I know Kara's already mentioned it, but you can talk to me or Ethan. We are kind of working, plugging through our projects. We have that one or two confirmations today. But other than that, we're kind of just working on stuff that we kind of have to wait till after the election to address. So that's about it for us.
Thanks, Jade. Now a report from DEI.
Peter, engineering. Hey all, hope you have a lovely week. I'm really excited that this Monday actually feels like Thursday, oddly enough. But my committee is mainly just working on our same projects, still looking into name change. Hopefully we'll be coming back with more things to say next week. But have a great week. Thank you.
Thanks, Deidre. Now a report from Student Affairs.
Jones at large.
We received a lot of feedback regarding the football team, in particular the quarterback. That's our primary focus for the next 12 weeks. So if you have any more feedback on that, find me, find C-Fish, EC Truck Athletics. We're taking that very seriously. Just knowing that your voice is heard in that matter. Outside of that, we concourse last week, primarily hearing concerns regarding printing. Y'all have already been asked about it twice tonight, so I'm not going to ask you again. But if you have feedback on that, feel free to find me or someone on my committee. We got a lot of good feedback. Outside of that, we got a couple meetings next week, housing and dining in particular. So if you have feedback with that, find Danny for dining or Buckley for housing, so your voices are heard in those meetings. Outside of that, War Eagle, happy homecoming.
War Eagle.
Thanks, man. Now a report from the Executive Committee.
Zellner at large, no report. Just make sure you go to your office hours and come to one Senate exec meeting.
Thank you, Francis. Now a report from the Honors Congress.
Ashley Honors Congress. Quick updates from me. First, the Honors College hosted Cup and Cater and a student advising students session this past week. Honors Congress had a Sanford session last week, which was kind of like a low-key event for us before we begin our official programming. And then today was the Honors Congress's first general meeting for the new academic year. We have 200 members now on AU Involved, which is huge for us. And this year we had a record-breaking attendance of 93 members for our first meeting, which is a 50% increase from our previous record. Finally, this week, the Honors Congress Academic Branch is hosting a movie night, and the Bridge Branch is hosting an open forum to try and figure out what its role is going to be in Honors Congress. And finally, the Honors College is celebrating homecoming with a fall family tailgate on Saturday and a new member induction on Sunday. Thanks.
Thanks, Victoria. Now we're going to move into a report from BSU.
Hawkins, BSU, no report.
Thanks, Thanks, Jonna. Now report from ASBA. No report this week, ROTC.
Hey all, Apticar, ROTC. One thing I just want to say that on Wednesday at 5:25 in the morning, we do have a 9/11 stair climb that we will be doing, just to honor the people who unfortunately passed away during 9/11. We will be doing that early in the morning, so if that is something that you do want to do to honor them, I'm more than happy to reach out. Come reach out to me, talk to me about it, and I can give you more information about that. But it will be at the Jordan-Hare Stadium at 05:25 in the morning, so if you're up that early, highly recommend that you come. It's really fun, I promise. But other than that, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you guys having me here, talking with you all. You all are really awesome to be with. This is my last meeting, and so I just wanted to say I really hope you guys give Ava the same respect that y'all gave me. She's gonna do great things, and yeah. So I hope y'all have a great rest of the
Now a report from ISO. And I don't believe we have one this week, which takes us into current orders of business. The first on the docket is PSSB 24090301, brought to you by Senator Massey.
Massey, Kozam, ask for approval of the following: John Hawkins, BSU liaison.
I move to pass this bill as written. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the bill just read. Is there any debate? Seeing no debate, we will move into a vote on canvas. Should have 30 responses. Is anyone having technical difficulties? All right, then we will count those as abstaining, and we will move on to our next current order of business, which is PSSB 24090302, brought to you by Senator Poole.
At large. I ask for the approval of the following: Ava Hogan, ROTC liaison. I move to pass this bill as written.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the bill just read. Is there any debate? Seeing no debate, we will move into a vote. Anyone having technical difficulty? Anyone else having technical difficulties? All right, then we will move on to features, orders of business, of which there are none. Moving on to announcements. Really excited. Y'all check out the SGA Instagram tomorrow. We're going to have our first Senate recap on the Instagram stories, and I am pumped because I've been working on this since last year. So if y'all tune in, interact with it, that'd be awesome. And I will see everyone next week. This meeting is adjourned.
Yeah.